What's up, family and friends? Truth cooking. I'm back, so I want to start cooking my food again. So I want to make me some rice and beans. This is the stew I had before I travel, like over 1 month now. Hope it's still good. Still smell good, so it's good. Good to cook. So I want to make rice and beans. That's my favorite, rice and beans. So I can eat it with the stew, as you see. Right? So, but as I continue cooking, I want to be sharing with us. I say truth cooking because many people are afraid of speaking the truth. Why is it that people are too afraid to speak the truth? Why is it people are too afraid to speak the truth? Somebody said that it's because the truth can cost you your life. So because of that, some people don't want to dare to speak the truth they know. So evil keep going on. Bad people keep running and ruining their lives. You see people suffering, violence, injustice everywhere, inequity. Bad thing happening to good people crying hopelessly, and helplessly. So why is it that people are too afraid to speak the truth? Because it may cost them their life. It may cause them, some of them want to protect their ties, the ties or relationship they have with somebody. Oh, I don't want to offend the person, something like that. The truth is the knowledge of truth that will set people free. Not compromise. Compromising with them, cannot set people free or cannot free people. So if you don't speak the truth will not set people free. And if you are too afraid to speak the truth, then you are doing harm. You are not doing good. You are not helping anyone, but you're harming people. People are too afraid to speak the truth because they feel it may cost their life. They are partially right because some people, truth have cost some people their life. Look at the African revolutionaries. Those that have been killed by their own people, which I call self-hate. Those that has been attacked by their own people, set up and get killed by their own people, which I call sellouts. Like people, and many people today don't know they are sellouts. They think sellouts were maybe only people that actually get paid. When you are supporting the evil in the land because you are making money or making profit out of what is going on. For example, in Nigeria, many people are against the restoration of Biafra because it may cost them their houses, their businesses, whatever connection they have with Nigerian government or with people in power. They know that such change, they have fear that such change will cost them their achievements and all that. But there's nothing you can use to compare with your freedom. Freedom for you to live your real life. Freedom for you and the majority of your own people to enjoy what you claim to be enjoying under such injustice and violence against your own people. So many people, out of what they will gain in their business and all and what have you, it makes them, they don't want to speak the truth. And so long you don't want to speak the truth, you are against that truth. If you are too afraid to speak the truth, then you are against that truth. You are not for that truth. If you are for that truth, you have to speak it up. To save lives, to help people. So many people are too afraid to speak the truth because of what it will cost them. Some don't want to lose their family connections or family members. They will reject him. They will not try to do anything with him anymore. They will not patronize him. Some will lose customers and all that. But, you know, how long will you continue in that? You will still pass it down to the next generation, living in fear of dying, or fear of losing. That's why you won't speak the truth. It's better you die than being alive and living in bondage. Because lie is what keeps you in bondage. Fear keeps you in bondage. Fear is like lies. Fear of something that does not exist. So you have to make up your mind to speak the truth. You see how the military men or the army are killing people in Nigeria, especially in the area of Biafra land, like in Port Harcourt. You see some people are sharing the video and the post about how the Nigerian army is killing people down there in the east. Although they divided us and call it South-South and the South-East, but it's East. Many of our people don't know that when they want to deal with them, they deal with them as Easterners, Eastern people, like all those people in Bayelsa, Rivers State, Calabar, Akwa Ibom and all that. You know, they think, some of them that say, oh, we are not Biafrans or we are not Igbos. You are kidding me. Nigerian government, even in their constitution, you are Igbo people. You are East, you know, not South, South and Southeast. Those things are political nonsense. They used to divide and they control us or rule over us. But the truth is this: many people are scared of speaking the truth because the army or the assassins may be sent again, after them to kill them. Man, as our people said, the Igbo people said, are we going to avoid defending ourselves and living our true life when it calls for war? Are we going to say no to war because we don't want to die? Because they will shoot us and we die? Is it because of that we will stop? We just shut our mouth? Start with yourselves by start telling yourself the truth. There's this bitter truth or hard truth you have to tell yourself. It's hard, but tell yourself that truth. That you have been screwed up from the beginning. Your parents lied to you. Your religious leaders lied to you. Your political leaders lied to you. Whoever brought you up lied to you. Whoever brought you up in religion. Whoever brought you up in faith. Whoever brought you up to believe there is God that created you and this God is almighty, this God can do all things. Whoever it is that she or he was that brought you up lied to you. And you have to tell yourself that truth. And then you begin to grow up. Because you need to grow up. You don't need to be born again. You need to grow up. Okay? For you to be born again, you have to actually physically die. For you to die. When it comes to you living your life as human being, you need to grow up. You need to grow up to yourself, to be yourself, to live your life. So long you remain a child, you don't have a say. Children are ignorant. Children don't know their history. A child who refuses to grow up, that child don't know his or her history. And that child will believe anything anyone say. The child will just believe because they don't know better. They are just believers. Just as I used to be a believer, just like a child. And there's a place in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Paul says something there. He said that when he was a child, think like a child, has a reason like a child, he behave like a child. But when he grow up, he put away childish things. So that's how it's supposed to be. Even fear of dying is childish. At my age, if I'm still afraid of dying for speaking the truth, how long do I still have to live? Right? Let me say I have another 70 years or 50 years to live. It's not forever. It's not even that long. I may not live up to another 50 years. Right? So, if I'm afraid at my age now, in my 50s, I am afraid of dying. What do I have for my generation? What do I have for my children? What do I have for people, around me? What do I have to tell them? That I like the way things are going on and we should continue in it when it is obvious it's not good. Oh, I'm cooking rice and beans. I'm cooking rice and beans. Somebody asked. So, do you want me to shut up speaking the factual truth because of what will happen to me? Maybe people with... You need to see how many people that have rejected me. I mean, they rejected me. Although I'm the one that was on the giving side when it comes to them. I've been on the giving to them. But because of this Jesus and the God issue, they rejected me. Some of them even accused me of maybe forcing them to believe what I believe. I'm not forcing anyone to believe what I believe. Even in my village, some of them were saying, I am forcing people, I'm bringing belief, trying to make people to believe what I believe. I say, I don't believe anything. I don't have a belief. I don't have a faith. I don't have any belief that I'm trying to make people believe. No, I'm just trying to tell you to live your life. Why are you talking about a God you have not seen, you cannot see? And you say this God exists. And somebody tell you that God, the truth is this, that God does not exist. You get upset. You begin to say that person is forcing you to believe. You were forced to believe what you believe in the first place, and that's why you react that way. It's in your DNA as a believer to react against anything that's against your belief. You have been forced, you were forced to believe what you believe. Whether you know it or not, whether you agree with what I say or not, you were forced. No true African is a Christian. No true African is a Muslim. No true African is a Jew. Africans were forced to become Christians. Africans were forced to become Jews. Africans were forced to become Muslims. You say how? Indoctrination, brainwashing from childhood. They force you. That's why they gave you the book. The book is the gun they used to force you. Just the same way criminals or armed robbers will put gun on your head. They tell you your life or your money. That's the same thing they tell you with the Bible, with the Quran, with the Torah. If you don't believe it, you will perish. If you don't believe it, you will go to hell. If you don't believe it, God will curse you. It's the same bullshit. So you want me now, after knowing what I know, for me to say, no, let me shut my mouth, I'm not speaking the truth. Let me just keep walking. I'm living in America, right? I will be working, even if they're paying me $5 per hour, I will use it to live a better life than anyone living in Africa. That is obvious. I mean, $5 per hour, I have full-time job, even part-time job. I will still use it to live better in America than anyone who is living in Africa, including the presidents in Africa. It's not a joke. A poor man in America is far better than a president of any country in Africa. Because no matter how rich you are in Africa, you don't have a life there. You see how they surround themselves with the armed policemen and all that guarding them, including the men of God with all the anointing. So tell me, at my age, should I shut up? Should I stop speaking the truth or sharing the truth because of maybe I may lose my family members, I may lose some publicity, or I may lose my life? I don't care about that anymore. Come on. Look, I was not born last night. I was not born last night, so I do my thing. There's nothing that will happen to me now that have not happened to me multiple times before now. I used to believe in God. I used to believe in Jesus. I used to, preaching that lies. So if I was bold preaching about lies because I believe it, not because I know it, I didn't know what I was preaching in Christianity. But it was lie, and I believe it because my parents indoctrinated me. I was forced from childhood to believe it. Then I was preaching it with all boldness. I will share after this, one of my inbox that I sent to somebody 10 years ago. That's 2010. This is 2020. In 2010, I was not speaking as I'm speaking. I was speaking lies in 2010. Because that's what I believe, not what I know. That's what I was indoctrinated in the way my parents trained me, in the way the religious people trained me and my neighbors. So, but now I know the truth. You want me to be shy about that? You want me to shut my mouth? If I was bold in lie, I should be more bold or bolder in truth. If I was bold selling the lies, I was taught. So what stopped me from being more bold or bolder now that I know the truth? I know better. So if I was aggressive then as a believer, as a preacher of gospel, which happened to be a lie, so now I know the truth, I'm supposed to be more aggressive. So if I was angry that time at sin, or angry at devil, or angry at evil, what is going on, whatever fictional characters or imaginary beings I was indoctrinated to believe in. Now that I know those beings does not exist, those characters, they never existed, they are not a historical figure for me to emulate or for me to say I want to be like it. Now that I know better, should I shut my mouth? Our people has been so indoctrinated. In fact, our people are so deep in religion that it seems like if you don't have a religion, you can't survive among them. You can't live among them. But I come to say, no, you can live among them so long you have something they need. For example, if you're selling something that is edible, something that when somebody is hungry, that person will eat it, or somebody that is driving can eat it. That you don't believe in God, that person will not say, oh, I'm not coming to buy it. Especially when you have it, the person will come. So for those of you that are awakened and living in all these crazy religious places in Africa, you have to brace up because it's not easy. I am praising all of you. I am praising all of you that are standing with factual truth in Africa. It is not easy to stand against religion in Africa. Africa is in deep religious pit. I call it dungeon. It's a dungeon of lies and deception. That's where many Africans are in today. So if you are among them, all of them will God. What happened at the airport? The guy that actually delayed me. It's an Igbo man. I think maybe he's a pastor too. He said his name is Pope. Okay. He started with my name because every true Christian, every true man of God, your name can provoke them. If you are answering certain name they have given to their God, it will provoke them. They will begin to question you. So he said, Shadrach Ezebube. Yeah, I said, yeah. He said, no, you are not Ezebube. I'm talking. I said, no, there is no Ezebube that is greater than me. He said, what are you saying? I said, that one, have you seen that one? He think it's a joke. I said, forget all that bullshit they taught you. Of course, after that, he found out I'm living in America, right? So the following day, which happened to be yesterday, 1st November, that I came back to continue the trip. Then he came. He said, oh, I came to check up to make sure, no problem. I said, no problem. Okay, so we agreed. He said, but I'm not calling you Ezebube. He's the one in heaven. I'm calling Ezebube. I said, give me the address of heaven. He started laughing. I said, like, if you give me your address, I will come to your address because I know you exist. But the God you're talking about, give me the address of this God in heaven. I will go and see this God. If this God exists, I will just go and see. And they laugh, shake his head. They find out this one is a hard nut. You can't crack this nut. You can't crack this nut with belief. You can't crack this nut with faith. You can never, it's impossible. Okay? So, our people are so deep in religion that they get offended when you don't believe what they believe. Although they tell you that you should not force anybody or you should leave people to believe in whatever they believe. But they don't do that. It started with people that brought those religions to Africa. They did not let African people be. They did not let African people believe whatever they believe in. No, they did not. They forced our people, they forced Africans to believe what they brought. And they beat them up. If they don't believe it, they beat them up. They beat our people up to believe that this bullshit that is dividing and destroying us today. So, should you continue speaking the truth regardless who is angry or who is offended? Or should you just back down, say, you know what, forget it, let me just live my life? Some people are already having such attitude. They say, our people are too deep in religion. You know, they don't want to wake up. They want to wake up. It's not that, but they don't know why they are asleep. They don't even know they are asleep. But if you give up like that, remember there was time you were like them. There was time I was a pastor, man of God, preaching, and all that. But until I wake up. So put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself, if you give up, who will tell them the truth? If you give up because of death, somebody may kill you or you may lose something. What is that? What do you gain in slavery? What do you gain in bondage? What do you gain seeing your people living in bondage? As I said earlier, I can decide to shut up my mouth just doing whatever I want in America and live my life and just go like that. But it's not in me. It cannot happen. Nothing can, nothing, no power, no power of God, no power of Satan can stop me from speaking the factual truth. Nothing, there's nothing. No threat, no rant, no bad mouth, no name calling. Nothing can stop me because whatever they come with, I have more to give to them. I practice fairness. If you come attacking me, I will come attacking you. If you come praising me, I will come praising you. So whatever it is, I have made up my mind naturally to stand with factual truth. And there is no devil, there is no God that can stop me. If you believe there is heaven and hell, hear me, that there's no God in heaven and there's no devil in hell that can stop me from speaking the truth. Wish me, you can send the armies to kill me, you can do anything, it can never stop me. I come back, I continue. As I always fondly say, and I will incarnate in your family, kill all your family members. So understand that when it comes to truth, there are people that have decided to live and die with that truth. And there's nothing you can do to stop them. So if you still have any part of your brain working, you have to ask yourself, what are these people actually saying? And begin to do your own research. Ask questions. These people like myself are just here to provoke you to think. Think for yourself. Not think like us. Not think what we are thinking. No. Think for yourself. We are just trying to teach you how to think. Begin to question everything. That's how we're not telling you, this is what you must think. No. You have your own brain. All of us, we are born with this brain. You have your own mind through which you connected to the universe. The pineal gland. It's not any God. It's not any spirit. It's just part of you. It's your being. You were born with it. It's not a gift of God. It's not a gift. It's naturally in you, or naturally part of you. So you have to research all things to know the truth. Truth is not what you just read in a book. Truth is not what you just hear from somebody. No, truth is that which you have done your own research and come up, yes, 1 + 1 = 2. Somebody tell you, no, 1 plus 1 equals 1. Will you agree with the person? The person tell you, yeah, that is in spiritual realm, or that's according to the holy book. That's bullshit. 1 plus 1 equals 1, no matter where you go. Whether you go to spiritual world, or religious world, or natural world, the reality is this: 1 plus 1 equals 2. It can never be 1. So whether you say what God joined together, they become one flesh, you are still lying. It's not. It's two people having their own brain working. No two brain is joined together to become one brain. Impossible. It can never happen. But they make you believe, yeah, it's possible. Okay. Oh, you see, the God you serve is 3 in 1. Some say the God they serve is 2 in 1. That says the God they serve is 1 in uncountable million. That's all bullshit. So, will you speak the truth or shut your mouth because you will die, or because they will kill you, or because they will speak against you? You have to make that decision. You have to begin to cook the truth. Stop cooking the lie. Cook the truth and sell the truth free of charge. Not cooking the lies, because lie costs. Do you know that lie costs money? But truth does not cost money. It does not. But lies cost money. In fact, in lies, they make you to pay for them lying to you. That's why they collect tithes and offering. That's why they collect money from you. Or they tell you that it's a spiritual thing, or it's a religious thing. Yet they need your money. Money is not spiritual. Money is not religious. Money is physical, right? But their spiritual God, or their God, which is spirit, need your money. If you don't give that money to one of his children or to one of his servants, he will get upset with you. He will curse your pocket. He will cause evil to come on you. That's bullshit. So, what is your choice? To know the truth and speak the truth, or to know the truth and too afraid to speak it? Ignore, like, okay, let's just leave. For peace sake, just let the dead horse lie, or the dead dog lie. No. You're not helping people. You're not even helping yourself. If you know the truth, be bold enough to speak it. If you know how to cook, be bold enough to cook. That's why I'm cooking. You see, I'm cooking my rice and beans. This is rice, this is beans. Is there any faith? Is there any formula that will come and tell me now this is beans and this is rice, and convince me to believe it? No. That's how it is. In religion, they tell you that rice is beans and the beans is rice, and you're supposed to believe it because with faith, all things are possible to him that believe. Then you believe, and you grow up believing that rice is beans and the beans is rice. But it's not. So my people, my family and friends, the woke nation, wherever you are, I'm encouraging you to keep growing in the knowledge of factual truth and keep speaking the truth with all boldness, without fear or favor. This is our world. There is no heaven that we are going after death, and there's no hell that we are going after death. We all will end up in the grave and come back again. We came from the earth, we return to the earth, and we keep coming and returning. We keep coming. That's why you are called human being. Human being, not human being. Not human being. Human being continuously, you keep living. Your life is eternal. Your life is infinite. Your life is spirit. You are alive. I mean you. I'm talking to you as your bodily are. You are spirit. Your life is unchangeable. Your life, when I say your life is unchangeable, that doesn't mean your faith is unchangeable. No. We change our beliefs, we change our faith, we change our character, we change our habit. But who we are is who we are. It's unchangeable. We are human beings, it cannot be changed. Your life is natural, not spiritual, not religious. You might have had many heavyweight men, like men you regarded as authority. They keep talking about spirituality. I understand the angle they are coming from, but let us stop spiritualizing things. Spirituality is bullshit. Religion is bullshit. Spirituality, religion, They are belief system. They are bullshit. They cannot help you do anything. You cannot accomplish anything in life unless you are lying or making money out of that lie, which will still backfire on you. You will still reap it. You will reap what you sow. If you keep sowing lies, you will reap the consequences of it. But if you keep sowing truth, of course, truth brings blessing. Truth brings satisfaction. You will reap your reward. So, you have to start cooking the truth and stop buying their lies. You can cook your own truth. You don't need to believe in someone else's truth. But the truth is this: truth is truth everywhere, just like the sun. Nobody can change the sun and tell me the sun is the moon now and the moon is the sun. So, when it comes to the truth, the question is this: are you bold enough to speak that truth, regardless who is against you, regardless what people will say or do? Are you bold enough to keep cooking that truth and selling it? Let them keep hearing the smell. Even if they don't accept it, let them keep perceiving the smell. You see how the pepper going on? Especially I like the smell of beans when it's being cooked. I like it a lot. So you have to continue cooking the truth. You Woke Nation, don't give up. Don't think bad thing will happen to you and because of that you shut your mouth up. Any bad thing that happened to you speaking the truth, the worst happened to those who are speaking lies. You have to encourage yourself in truth and stand with the truth until the truth prevails, because the truth shall prevail. The sun will shine again. All right? So let me continue cooking, and after that do my thing. Tomorrow I start working again, but I call earlier to check. Hey, I hope my name is not on the schedule because I'm not coming in today. It's tomorrow I will start working. And I'm the one doing it, you see. I'm the one cooking. No God can provide food for you or for me. We are the one doing all the cooking. We're the one doing all this. But they tell you it is God. And I unfriended somebody. It's a woman. He said he was giving thanks to God. He's celebrating God. If you believe in God or celebrating God, what are you doing on my friend list? Yeah, maybe I added you or you added me when I was a Christian. But now you find out I don't believe that bullshit anymore. Please unfriend me or block me. I'm serious. All my stay in Nigeria, I was doing more of unfriending people. People that still hate Obama, I unfriend them. People that still talking bullshit about Africans, and I unfriend them. People that still praising God or Jesus, and I unfriend them. That's it. I want to stand with the truth, not with lies or conspiracy theory or whatever somebody is saying. When I know I was there, when it happens, and I can say this is what happened, and it's obvious. But some people, they don't care. They just believe whatever fake news that is going on. Coronavirus is not real. It's not true. Vaccine, Bill Gates is bringing vaccine to kill you. They are using vaccine to depopulate Africa. Bullshit. What are you doing too? Why do you need their vaccine in the first place? Other people are developing. You are not developing. Why not you develop your own? Why you always depending on them to develop something, to come and give you something? Your government is borrowing money from everywhere. So understand that when it comes to this truth, we must stand and speak the truth with all boldness, without fear, without favor, and without faint, for it to prevail. And it's prevailing. I'm also happy to read the posts of some people now that are waking up. Africans are waking up. I remember when I was having an argument, it's in the public, in the street, in front of my house, in my village. My voice, that's why my voice, I'm still regaining my voice. I was making public argument, but I noticed that this one man, that when I say something, he said, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I said, if your God exists, you are miserable, your life, you won't be in that condition you are. He said, it is God that make me do. I said, son, it is the same God that is making you suffering. He said, I'm not suffering. I said, you are lying to yourself. You know, believers lie to themselves first before they lie to you. They say that you are suffering. How can you say you are not suffering when you are living in Africa? As we speak, everyone living in Africa now, rich and poor, they are suffering. Whether you like it or not, all of them are suffering. Okay. So my people, family and friends, the woke nation, let's continue doing the great work, okay? Our people are waking up, and I'm happy that are waking up, and no condition is permanent. You already know that when it comes to me. But one of the things you will never forget, those of you that still believe in God or this, know that God and Jesus, they are both non-existent and useless in reality. But you and I, we are real. We are useful. We are not useless. And we are not non-existent. We are real. So have fun wherever you are and enjoy your life. Peace.